So, not only have I been writing lately, but I've also been reading. And I read in this book, Writing with Power Techniques for Mastering the Writing Process, written by Peter Elbow of Evergreen State College, that we should read our words out loud if we truly want to take responsibility for them. So, I'm going to read you the first chapter of my book, Habitual Health, which you can find on Amazon. So, chapter 1, begin. Begin by connecting with the why. Why do you want or need to develop a healthy lifestyle? If you want to run an OCR or obstacle course race, ask yourself why. Go deep. Go beyond the trophy and the egotism and find out truly why. When we begin to find our root motivations, we begin to develop meaningful and lasting habits that change our lives for the better. I have talked to a lot of people who express that they practice a sport or activity because it makes them feel like they can do anything. Meanwhile, they fail at human relationships and work jobs they hate. This says to me that they are missing something. Truly feeling like I can do anything should mean I feel like I can do better in my personal relationships. I can find work I love. I can control my mental and physical diets, and so on. Discovering your root motivations will unlock all of these things. Are you an attention whore? Do you want to be able to play in the yard with your grandchildren? Do you have a chip on your shoulder because your parents didn't see your value? Have you reached a health emergency that must be addressed? Is your motivation preventative? Or do you just want to be able to do fun stuff, injury and stress-free? There are many things that must be considered. Do not stop at the trophy. Go beyond these things. Now we are beginning to know what our motivation is. So let's look at what we can do, what we have to work with, and where we are. What we do today has to align with our current abilities. The ego can really take hold here and steer us toward mental or physical breaks which can only serve to obstruct. We need to be realistic in the now, become knowledgeable about your current physical and mental state. Do you have any injuries? How is your posture? Do you have physical or mental issues that you believe are hereditary? Many people have physical and mental issues they believe are hereditary that are only hereditary because people in a group tend to carry themselves the same way, they have the same posture, same gait, move the same way, same core beliefs, same motivations, and speak the same way. And so their bodies and or minds build up and or break down the same way. Getting in touch with the why will make you more knowledgeable about your current mental state. Are you injured in any way? Do you have certain triggers that cause you to lose momentum? We often have triggers that go so far back we forget what causes the reaction. Our minds have decided to skip all the wind-up and develop an autopilot. It could be a simple phrase, facial expression, tone of voice, or a song playing. Begin paying attention to your triggers. Engage them. Do not run away from them. So now you're just waking up, you have knowledge of your physical and mental self, and you want to get cracking. Where to begin? Start with your posture. Sitting or standing, proper posture stabilizes the muscles, the bones, and the nerves. With close attention, you can feel proper posture. To make it easy, sit in meditation with good meditation posture, straight back, chin pointing forward, palms of hands resting on your knees, breathing in to about 3 inches below the navel and 3 inches in. With attention, you'll be able to pinpoint exactly where you should feel this. Slow, steady, and controlled breathing. Stand up while maintaining breath control, keeping your upper body in the exact position it was in when sitting. The upper body should be exactly the same as when you were sitting, that is. Shoulders relaxed. Imagine your weight is centered 3 inches below your belly button and 3 inches into your core from there. Remember this spot always. The same place you breathe into. You can imagine riding a horse. A fat horse with your feet are further apart than shoulder width. A skinny horse where feet are closer than shoulder width apart, or a healthy horse, feet shoulder width apart. Pointing your toes out slightly or both forward according to your comfort. Knees bent slightly. When performing any physical activity, always return to this stance. Proper posture is the foundation to a stable body. Begin trying to move within this framework when doing all things. A stable body eases the mind. A stable mind eases the body. You can begin to build your own customized triggers with intention. Wake up at the same time every morning and give attention only to yourself for the first half hour. This time can be expanded as you gain stronger focus. When you wake up, begin your programming for the day. Do not focus on the stressful things you need to get done, but on the good stuff you will get done today. You can keep it simple. When I have work lined up that requires precision, I meditate on precision. The results are pretty cool and can be mind-blowing. Do not let the stresses of the world help you forget the mind-blowing results of intention. Begin letting small things go, i.e. something someone said or did, the person who cut you off, the mistake you or someone else made, jamming your toe on the end table. Many of these things will continue to happen, some of them every day. To spend energy towards something you can't change is futile and harmful to your mental and physical well-being. You will find that the more you let go, the more you can let go. It becomes its own miraculous feat of strength. Do not let stress help you forget the power of letting go. Better awareness will also help avoid making mistakes, toe jams, rude people, and stressful traffic situations. Make your bed before you leave your sleeping quarters. There's a reason military men and women are made to complete this task immediately upon waking up. It sets a precedent towards getting things done for the day right off the bat. Drink 2 tall glasses of water. This lubricates and revs up your digestive system for the day, immediately hydrates you, and takes up room in your belly you might otherwise fill with more than you need or food you shouldn't eat if your goal is a lifetime of fitness. Consider your belly a camel's hump and keep it filled with water. A healthy diet will include fruit, vegetables, and some lean meat. I didn't include nuts in here, but those can go in there too. If you don't eat meat, find a healthy alternative for your protein needs. Do not fall for the latest food fads. For instance, we are being sold sugar-free again. This is a fad that has come and gone and is now back. Fruit is okay. Remember a conversation with someone about avocados. This athlete believed avocados were bad for you because of the fat-free diet. Now everyone touts avocados as a superfood. I myself do not count calories. The more I eat, the more energy I have, the further I go. No special diet plans. I eat when I'm hungry. Sometimes I eat before I'm hungry. If I'm engaged in activities I need fuel for and won't have time to stop and eat, I eat when I'm hungry. Sometimes I eat before I'm hungry if I am engaged in activities I need fuel for and won't have time to stop and eat. I also allow myself to be hungry often. We are lucky enough to live in a place and time where starvation isn't likely. Programming your body not to freak out when you can't eat will help you concentrate on other things. Your body is very smart and will adapt. No stress. If you stress when you eat, your mind begins to associate eating with stress. If you stress out about food when not eating, you will get the same results, stress when eating. Remember, out of sight, out of mind. If you store healthy foods in places you can't see them, you will likely forget about them and return to less suitable items. Make frequent trips to the grocery store and keep the food where you can see it, on the counter and out in the open when you open the refrigerator. The great thing about leaving fresh fruits and vegetables on the counter is it must be eaten and you get to eat healthy food until it's all gone. Leftovers are amazing when they are half an onion, red pepper, mushrooms, cilantro, and so on. Very easy to whip up as well. I have found with fresh food I am always feasting because it must be eaten. Dispose of the belief that fresh food is expensive. It gets expensive when you start buying into the fads. Simplicity, my friends. This idea can be applied to many things. Do not eat sugar after 6 p.m. Sugar wakes you up, and when we are trying to wind down at this time. Go to bed early. Wake up early. Daylight gives energy. If you sleep the day away, you will miss out on a huge all-natural energy source. Just like in the morning, at night, 1/2 hour before bed, become intent on yourself. Examine your mental and physical state and direct it towards rest. If you can't sleep, don't worry about it. I find that on nights I can't sleep and I just go with it. In the morning, I still have a ton of energy. If I fight and worry about it, I burn far more energy and I am lethargic and grumpy in the morning. We have shown a few workouts in Chapter 3. The simple workout should be adopted by all levels. Far too often, we confuse complicated movements with strength. Without a proper foundation, even the most beautiful structures will fail. And that's the end of Chapter 1.